T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. I've been waiting a long time for this. I pre-ordered this a long time ago on Amazon Japan. And this is Good Smile Company's Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran Dread version. She has the Nintendo seal of approval down there. Look at that. Yeah, this box feels hefty. And this is actually like a sleeve cover. You know what? This is what's making it feel hefty. This thing right here. I can't even remember everything that's in here. It would be nice if she had alloy parts, but I know she doesn't. But here's all this. Here's that. Here's this. Here's that. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing some poses myself. Alright, here's everything you get in the package. You get the usual Figma bag. And they give you an extra wrist joint right there and the instructions on how not to break your finger. 2 hands. One like open graspy hand. This completely open palm hand right here. Let's let you see the detail on that. You get the more powerful blast gun, or like when she shoots missiles and whatnot. It's even rocket propelled. Or it has like an exhaust, I should say. No like port for blast effects, but crazy detailed. This magnetic stand that can attach to anything that has a metal surface. You get her morph ball body. It has a peg hole in the bottom. So that's detailed, and you can see that like mechanical musculature right there that she has in this suit. During Metroid Fusion, her suit was like fused to her body. So it had more of a, it wasn't detailed because it was cartoony and it wasn't textured like she is now, so they didn't have to go into so much detail, but that suit had more of a pliable, flexible feel to it. And when they unfused her from the suit and she got her suit upgraded, she'd still had some leftover things from that. So you can see that musculature right there, that synthetic musculature, which I imagine makes her even stronger and faster. Here's her arm cannon. And I like with the way it's painted, if light is glowing on it, it has a glowing effect in the areas where it should do that, like the green area there, the visor, and the arm cannon. Down here, the feet have so many parts. Like this moves, the toe moves up and down. Here's the bottom of the feet. The ankle or the mid toe rocks. No, it's the whole ankle. That rocks right there. She doesn't have a ton of ankle pivot. No, it is. Yeah, here's what I'm looking at. That made me think it was just the toe. This stays put. So when you rotate it, it's like it's still there. Here's her back. Really similar to how it's always been. Because she always has like rocket propulsion when she runs fast and jumps. And I like how they integrated her stand port into this design back here, right here in her spine. It's like you almost don't even see it. Like if this light wasn't shining on it, you would not see that. Here's a close-up on the mask. The mask almost looks like one of her ships, but to be honest with you, the ship was actually designed after her head. So there's that. Now let me let you see the neck. The neck, those things on the neck are actually 3-dimensional. So they're sculpted right there. So that is very cool. Here's one thing I thought was interesting and cool. They finally upgraded the stand. It was usually this small diamond thing, but now we get this bigger base. To let you see what I'm talking about, this is what you normally would get. But let's get into the articulation and then I'll show off our accessories. With the head and the feel of the figure. I don't know if any of you have the SH Figuarts Lightyear figure. That figure has a lot of good articulation, but it feels somewhere between an action figure and a model kit because it's so light. This has a little bit more weight to it and feels more solid, but not tremendously solid. Well, tremendously more solid than that figure, I should say. But here is all the way down without moving the neck. Here's up. Here is involving the neck. So you get some tilt left and right and forward and back. Here's up without moving her back. Oh, and of course you can rotate and whatnot. The shoulders are crazy. Here's the butterfly. It goes back and it can come forward like all the way right there. Let me turn the autofocus off. So you can do this and get her arm definitely. She can almost scratch. She can scratch her back if she wanted to. That is nuts for something with shoulders like this. Then the arm goes up more than 90 degrees because the shoulder pad gets right out the way because that's on. It's on a hinge at the bottom and a ball joint at the top. So that is great. And there's a ball joint going in there to give you extra range. Even without the butterfly, you get a swivel on top of this universal right there. Then it has a separate swivel right here. I didn't even know that. A completely separate swivel outside of this universal joint. That's not. So this is attached right there. That is crazy. So then you have this joint right here. This almost universal joint, but the way it's sculpted right there, you know you're not going to be able to use it like a universal. Because like technically that would be able to rotate right here, but it stops. Because this can actually come off due to the swappage. The wrist is a universal ball joint and it gets you all the range you need. The upper torso, it can go back that far. It can come forward a lot. You can go side to side and rotate. Then at the base, you get some rockage forward and back. This is a little bit softer than everything else, but it's sitting on a ball. I guess if you tried, you could rotate it, but it's not rotating much, to be honest with you. Because the ball that's connected to that is connected to the hips. So depending on how, so that makes all that rock. And this is just a floating cover. But you get swivel right here. You can go up, forward. And then so the legs won't be like out. You get swivel above the knee. You get all of this. And look at that sculpting right there in the knee when you bend it. The ankle is universal. Well, it can come down, go up all the way. I've been showing the ankle pivot and whatnot. So yes, you can get into a lot of crazy poses. And let's just switch out the hand. They tell you to bend this way and pull. I would do that plus put my fingernail right there. But, and yeah, once you put on this hand, she's good to go for most of her poses because she always holds her hand above the gun on this game. On some other games, she puts it lower, but it's above or she just lets it hover. And of course, you can aim up like she likes to aim. With her range of motion, you can pretty much do like she does in the game when she's aiming around and whatnot. So you can pretty much do whatever you need. And look at this. I somehow made that go up higher. Probably when I lift up her legs. So now I can actually see that ball joint. I was not able to see that at first, so I don't know what I did. I guess lifting the legs give her the ability to get extra usage out of this ab crunch. So she can pretty much do whatever you want, basically. Here she is with the heavy duty firing arm right there. So yeah. And of course she is good to go with like jumping poses without having an arm held. But yeah, she is crazy. And of course, if you want to be crazy aerodynamic, you can use the stand. And this ball, depending on how you balance it, it can roll straight for a good while before it will topple over. If your stand is anything like mine, you will have to tighten these screws. Final thing to show off, this foot actually just pops off. And I showed you how the hand pops off. Actually, you have to take the whole entire peg out. I like to put the little peg back into the hand if I do that by accident or if I forget. And now you can put her right foot into here. I mean left foot, sorry. And her left arm there. And now she can be wall clinging to the magnetic wall. And here's this. And let me show it in actual use. All right, we're now at my refrigerator. So yeah, pretty much sticks right away. And yeah, you're good to go with something like that. If you don't have small kids around or a naggy spouse, you could pretty much just leave that there and risk it falling off. When I did this, it did feel unsecure. And now as an added bonus, if you are a Transformers Masterpiece collector, their blast effects actually can fit inside of our cannon. That's Optimus and this is Megatron. So, choo 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 choo. I would imagine the blast effects from other M Samus work, but I have no clue where that figure is. I had my stuff in storage for a minute and I just threw anything in any container and box. So I have no clue where certain stuff is. But here she is with this hand. Oh, this is her. I know what this hand is. This is her change the type of blaster she does hand. And I guess that's her interface, which is not lit up. All right, here she is next to a World of Nintendo Baby Metroid, or Metroid. Star Wars Black Series Magna Guard, Mafex Catwoman, SH Figuarts Yoshi and Mario, Figma Diva, who she's probably actually supposed to be scaled between. Diva isn't that tall, but Samus should be big in this suit. Maybe not too big, because this is more form-fitting than her previous suit. Figma Inkling Boy and Nindoroid Kirby. World of Nintendo Bowser Jr. and Larry. Baby Mario and a Chow. G.I. Joe Classified Series Vipera and a Crimson Bat. SH Figuarts Buzz Lightyear from Lightyear. Fortnite Victory Royale Series Ragsy and Ripley. Jada Toys Ryu and a Bandai Demogorgon. Alright, I've been dealing with this being loose right here. I see what the problem is. She has these two little nubs or openings right there. There are, inside of here, there are two little round knobs that are supposed to fit into there. So I guess I'm going to have to push that back up to latch back onto the side of her body. There we go. But as you can see, you can detach that and give her more range if you want. So it's not really designed to rotate at all. But with all this range, you don't really need that lower body to rotate. It just hinges back and forth. So yeah, if you like this design of Samus, her posability is almost only limited by your imagination. If I have any gripe about the articulation, I wish the head could look up a little bit more than it can. But other than that, I really don't have any problems. I mean, yeah, I do wish it came with like some type of effects pieces, like blast effects. That would have been nice, because these things, Figma is not cheap. I forget how much I paid for this. I think with Amazon Japan, it wound up being less than $100, or it might have been $100. Like getting it here in the US, like at a US store, it's probably more. But if you like what you see, it's up to you to decide whether you think it's worth it or not, however much it costs. If it's like the Metroid Prime Samus, the price isn't going to drop. Previous Samus and Link figures have dropped in price, but she never dropped in. Zero Suit Samus never dropped. So yeah, it's hard to tell you to wait and buy it later, because you never know. But anywho, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group, link in the description.
Click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos.